No matter how you analyze it, this conversation kind of makes Sumire look bad, not just within the context of the story itself, but as a character in her own right. She's wrong, apathetic towards Sarada's position, and just comes off as a jealous character who's just there for a love triangle. I try to think about the why behind the writing in the story, and I'm still stuck on this conversation because, honestly, I don't see how I'm supposed to interpret it aside from the fact that it just makes Sumire look really bad, which, if that's the case, why? I get that. It humanizes the characters, and Sumire in particular, who is kind of stale. One of my complaints with TBV has been that, for the most part, the only things the characters talk about are who they need to take out, why, and how they'll do it, whether that be the Shinju, Boruto, Keshin Koji, etc., abilities/powers, or just ruminating on information or events that we either already know or have already happened. 2. It opens the door for her and Sarada to develop. I don't want to say this is a bad way to accomplish those two things, cause TBV has proven that it's a story that takes time and that needs to be reread to understand the full picture. But no matter how I slice it, this just really makes Sumire look bad. I understand the concept of dramatic irony, so I know Sumire isn't fully aware of everything Sarada does, or her relationship with Boruto, or what have you. But she should know this. Sarada has a personal stake in this fight. Sumire knows that Sarada's Hokage goal is at stake, her dad's life is at stake, and her own life is at stake. If Sumire is supposed to be the emotionally sensitive character, how could she possibly overlook this? The reason why Sarada is so invested in Boruto is largely because she honestly has no choice. As far as Sarada knows, Boruto is the only one that can even save Sasuke's life. If you're in Sarada's position, you shouldn't just ask Ada about Boruto, you should demand that intel. More so than that, Hidari is trying to kill Sarada. So, WTF? Maybe the point is that this really does just boil down to simple jealousy? I don't know how else to interpret it. Sarada followed Boruto's lead against Code. She also followed Boruto's lead against Hidari, a threat that Sarada had to fight for the sake of personal defense. Have you considered Boruto got hurt because we were there, TF? It's not like Boruto went fisticuffs against Hidari, and then Sarada showed up and got in the way. Hidari was the one who attacked Sarada, so she fought back and they won. I've seen people defend Sumire by saying that Sarada actually is inconsiderate, which you can make the argument to an extent. Chapter 15 established an opposing parallel between Sarada and Boruto with regards to his place in Konoha that not many people have commented on, might I add. But I'm really missing the point if the suggestion is that Sarada is inconsiderate towards Boruto himself, for very obvious reasons. Worse yet, this doesn't endear me to Sumire, and I think the same goes for a lot of fans. Sumire is already a stale, bare-bones character in the manga, with little relevancy outside of the Boruto-Sumire ship. I'm not a Sumire fan, but I appreciate her as a character with a unique role as someone that can potentially undermine Amato or at least involve herself in Kawaki's effed-up situation with the man. But damn, the first meaningful word she's said since TBV began, and it's about this? What is Ikemoto cooking? I went into Chapter 16, after what got revealed in 15, expecting to see Sumire execute some plan to subvert Amato's shutdown command on Kawaki, or reveal that she knows how to restore Kawaki's power herself or something. Instead, I get her making a fuss over a hug bro shit sad. Let's see, I'm waiting for new chapter until do subscribe.